Welcome to everyone, guys. Vladimir, the Bulgarian Cowboy Vlad is speaking, and let's go with the Bellator breakdown. No? I'll try to go with the Bellator breakdown. I'm just hoping I'm gonna get into the spirit of things, and a lot of bouts are scrapped. I'm just fixing something. Lot of bouts are scrapped, and I'm honestly very much irritated with the number of bouts that were scrapped tonight, and it's kind of so irritant. It's so irritant to know that so many bouts are not gonna take place. I made a video a few days ago for the main card, but when I found out that so many bouts will not take place, I just said to myself, man, this is nightmare. This is really a nightmare because even for me, even for everybody for today, this is a nightmare. There's so many bouts not gonna come to fruition, and let's get underway. I mean, prelims. Well, okay, let's take this for okay. Let's see. Danny McCormack versus Stephanie Yellow Page. Danny McCormack, 5'5". Stephanie Yellow Page, 5'4". 5'3" for Stephanie Yellow Page. Danny McCormack, 5'00". I do believe that Danny McCormack should be a slight favorite. Okay, that's the one I would like to put over to. I have a feeling this one goes to decision, but let me see. Danny McCormack to win, -150. Let's say McCormack via decision. That's how I see it. I'm kind of saying I do have a strong faith that this match goes the distance, but is it gonna be like good or bad? That's whole different dimension. Let me see McCormack by decision, +130. Fight goes the distance is -250. I think that fight goes the distance or fight starts round 3 are the safest picks. I think for those one. From what I was studying, then we're gonna go with Dara Kelly versus Junior Morgan. 5'8" for both fighters. Dara Kelly 000, Junior Morgan 300. Well, sometimes Bellator is inking unknown names, and I do know about Junior Morgan that he holds a record of 3-0. He has 3 victories. And Dara Kelly is having an amateur record of 9-0, 5'11", they say here. Bellator says he's smaller. Yeah, they say for Junior Morgan he's 6'1". Dara Kelly has great amateur record at Clan Wars. He submitted majority of his opponent's submission specialist. Junior Morgan on the other side, he is a finisher, but not that confident finisher, and he has some amateur losses. He actually has a lot of losses on the amateur circuit. Let me see the odds. Kelly to win. I think I'm gonna agree. Kelly to win -365. Let's see Kelly inside the distance. Dara Kelly inside the distance. How much is the odds? Checking those odds now. Unfortunately, they didn't give via submission. No, I'm not going the decision. Kelly wins inside the distance -110. Kelly by submission, I take for plus. I think Kelly by submission gonna work as his opponent. But the problem with this is that his opponent never got finished, and he lost 3 bouts via decision on amateur circuit. So I can't say that Kelly offers superb cardio. I can't tell that. So I think picking Kelly via decision would be too risky. At least on my mind, I see it as a too risky pick. But if you really want to gamble, you can say Kelly You can say Kelly by decision, but that's very big odd. Very risky. Kelly decision. Last 2-4-0. That's very risky odd. I consider this very, very risky, but if you want to risk, nobody can stop you, right? I mean, that's the way it goes in the normal world. Like the United States of America, freedom forever. And that's one of the reasons why I say hail to America. I love America because of that. Now, the next one is Vladimir Tokov versus Daniele Scatizzi. Or Scatizzi, 6-1-0 for Vladimir Tokov. He is Fedor's student. He is taller, longer, more skillful. Scatizzi is having a score of 11-5. I think everything is clean here. I'm pretty much confident in Tokov to win. Minus Tokov to win for minus 4-0. I'd even dare to say a lock. I'd even dare to say that Tokov is a lock, so I think it's gonna be very, very hard to defeat. Tokov, especially by Scatizzi. I don't see Scatizzi winning this match. I don't know what should happen. Only if Tokov hurts himself. That's the only way for him to win. Like over 2.5 rounds. Yeah, majority expect fight to go the distance, but Tokov decision is minus 105. Risky one, Tokov inside the distance, but Tokov rarely wins inside the distance, but Tokov inside the distance is risky one for plus value. Slam and Tokov to win parlay, most low risk you can get. Yes, I agree with that. I agree. Tokov is a heck of a wrestler, so yeah, he is a heck of a wrestler. I do agree. Tokov inside the distance plus 240. Yeah, that's the lowest risk you can get. Also, Makachev and Brahima is a very, very low risk, which I put $5 on Makachev and Brahima to win. A very low risk. Also, you are right about Tokov, super low risk. I'm backing you up on that one. My IQ is too. Definitely true. Gokhan Sarikam versus Kirill Sidelnikov. Kirill Sidelnikov is on a cold streak right now, 5'10", heavyweight fighter. He is slower than Gokhan Sarikam, very much slower than Gokhan Sarikam. I do believe, from what I've seen in Bellator outings, that Gokhan Sarikam is a better fighter. And I do have a strong faith that Gokhan Sarikam might finish him. So Gokhan Sarikam to win, minus 260. Let's say Gokhan inside the distance. I think Sidelnikov is on a downfall, on a big downfall right now. Especially Gokhan is brutally good, brutally strong, especially in his last outings. How much is Sarikam inside the distance? Minus 163, I knew it. Probably Sarikam KO, TKO, or to pick Sarikam round 2. Something like that. You need some very, very high risk to go for plus value, like Sarikam inside the distance minus 163, which is, I mean, majority of people expect Sarikam to win inside the distance, which is, I mean, that's expected. That's pretty much expected this weekend. I mean, Sarikam is extremely good lately, and they want to push him because he's fighting out of Turkey, and there aren't many fighters from Turkey, and they really want to push this guy. Now this is interesting fight. We got Nathan Kelly versus Scott Pedersen. Nathan Kelly 3-0, 5'7". Scott Pedersen 1-0, 5'9". This is a very, very interesting fight, as I have to say that I mean, Scott's score, you shouldn't be fooled. You shouldn't be fooled by Scott Pedersen's score. 1-0 fighting out of Swansea Wells. This featherweight fighter lost to Nick Bagley and Matthew Elliott, but these were good fighters. I mean, I was watching that Cage Warriors. Some guys are sometimes caught by somebody's poor record, and this guy out of Swansea Wells is not a bad fighter at all. I mean, let's be honest. He lost to two very, very good guys, and I mean Elliot. If you watch Cage Warriors, then you know what am I talking about. You definitely know what am I talking about if you watch Cage Warriors. Then it's something. It's something that should inspire you. That those kind of losses are just going to inspire you to march forward. On the other side, one might argue that Nathan Kelly didn't have the greatest opponents, and this BJJ fighter, he defeated Shamrock, Roger Lopez, Mark Andrew, lost to Pavel Politillo and Ivan Zidar. To me, Pavel Politillo is a good fighter. Ivan Zidar is like not the greatest fighter you can find on this planet. That's how I see the guy. I mean, yes, he has Nathan Kelly has 3 stoppages, but this fight is kind of tricky to me, you know. Let me see. Nathan Kelly versus Scott Pedersen. Not going the distance. That's smaller risk. Not going the distance. That's smaller risk. Let me just see how much is the risk. Minus 162. But here I would go with the underdog. I think Pedersen has decent chances. Has a decent chance. So I pick Pedersen for last 2-3-0. I think he has decent chances, especially if he's able to keep this fight on the feet. And if he's able not to let his opponent drag him to the ground. So, I mean, is he gonna be able to or not? Nobody knows that, but I'm hoping that he will be able to. And that's one of rare situations where I pick the underdog, but yes, I hope Ginge is gonna be happy when he rewatches this stream, as this is his mate. So I do have a feeling that Scott Pedersen was fighting animals in this Cage Warriors. He was fighting beasts, very, very strong fighters. Matthew Elliott, Nick Bagley, they're very, very strong and dangerous fighters. He has got one loss via submission, but I hope he has improved his submission game. I mean, if against Nathan Kelly, if he's able to keep the fight on the feet, he should be able to parry him. But it all depends on him, right? I mean, we choose. Everybody chooses his own destiny. Lee Hammond versus Jamie Hay. I'm not much sure about this fight. Honestly, I watched both of these guys, but I'm not much sure why Lee Hammond is such a heavy favorite. I mean, both of them are coming of a victory. I can't call this a lock. I mean, Lee Hammond has a professional record of 1-0. He defeated Jonat Brostic, and he is a great submission guy. We've seen a lot of amateur experience. This guy has been an amateur for literally 4 years, man. And now fighting Jamie Hay. I wonder why he's such a big favorite against Haymaker. 2-0. Fighting out of Manchester, England, BJJ kickboxing. Lost via heel hook. And lost, he won via heel hook, and he won against Martin Patterson via KO, TKO. Oh, honestly, I would stay away from this fight. Hey, Ginge, how are you, man? Jamie Hay versus Lee Hammond. Honestly, I'd stay away. From this fight. I have a bad feeling, but if I must pick a side, Hey, Hammond versus Hay. Let's say goes the distance. This is lucky pick, just me. I don't see why Hammond is minus 100. This is does he have so many friends on Topology or whatever? Hammond wins by decision plus 2,000. Plus 130. That's for Hammond versus Hay goes the distance plus 130. I don't expect an easy win on any side. But this fight, I believe this fight is a big trap, so I'd stay away. Best tips for winners. Let me see. Tokov. Hold on. Brad Jones. Toko, Brad Jones, and Kasan Magomed Sharipov. Those three. Toko, Brad Jones, and Kasan Magomed Sharipov. Now let's see the next one. Brad Jones versus Kurshet Kakorov. Brad Jones 17-3-0. You know his submissions rock. Kurshet Kakorov is good with wrestling, 5'7", fighting out of Germany. The guy is trying to build his career right now. Brad Jones is an established fighter, very much established fighter. You know he is the pride of Wales, the pikey. I mean, 5'7", 69 inches of reach, out of Swansea. He lost to Denis Sabatella, but at UFC, lost to Aljamain Sterling, Pedro Munoz, defeated Tony Gravelly, Montel Jackson. I think he has good chances to defeat Kurshet Kakorov. I just think Kakorov is a bit overrated. I mean, this Tajikistani fighter, actually they say 8'0", never mind the same height, reach around the same, not much of a reach advantage. This guy defeated everybody in some smaller promotion and defeated Jair Jr. Stipe Brčić. I mean, who was this guy fighting, man? Said Aidi, GMC. This promotion is like, compared to Bellator, this promotion is 3-4 leagues under. This is very weak promotion according to what I've seen. Very much of a weak promotion. So, Brad Jones to win. Brad Jones to win, -240. Hey Paul, how's everything doing, man? I say Brad Jones to win. Like, I don't see how the other guy could defeat him, only to maul him on the ground, but I don't know how. Maybe some decision, maybe some tricky decision, but let me see. Jones inside the distance I like, +240. And I like Kakorov decision, +350. I like those odds, so you're gonna see whether you like them or don't like them. Again, free choice, so free will. Let me see. Charlie Leary versus Davy Gallen. Now, here's another bad thing about Bellator. One of the reasons why I don't like Bellator. Brad Jones is such a star. He fights in the prelims and he is not even close in preliminary card. I mean, why, man? Why are you underestimating the guy so much? That's something I really don't understand. Why are you underestimating the guy so much? Brad Jones is a heck of a fighter from what I've seen. Really, really much great fighter. Outstanding. And they behave like Brad Jones is, I don't know, can't say a bum, but they don't treat the guy well. He deserved a greater level of respect. That guy, Brad Jones, he was fighting in the UFC, man, but okay, enough about it. Charlie Leary versus Davy Gallen. From what I've seen, Charlie Leary and Davy Gallen is a real toss-up, a real kind of tricky fight. Davy Gallen 19-7-2, Charlie Leary 17-11-1, 6'0" out of UK, Davy Gallen out of France. Yeah, odds are pretty much even. Charlie Leary +130, Davy Gallen -150. I think Charlie Leary versus Davy Gallen. Fight starts round 3. Round 3 should work. If I must pick a side, then Leary for +130. I'll go with Leary for a +30 if I must pick a side. So I just say if I must pick a side. And this would be the preliminary card. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Paul. Just 1 second. I need to take some water. I'm getting back very swiftly. Give me half minute. Here I am. Yeah, Leary for the win if I must pick a side, but fight starts round 3 would have been a great choice for that one. I got to say, fight starts round 3 would have been a wonderful choice for that one. So yeah, just a second. Okay, he had to take meds. You know, meds, treatments, therapies. Kind of sucks, but that's the way it is. Anyway. Let's continue. I described prelims. Now we can discuss. We can take a look at the main card right now. In the main card, so many bouts have changed, and yes, it kind of sucks. Really much kind of sucks, as so many fights have changed. So many guys are now out. For example, Peter Quilly not fighting, and I was very much looking forward to that fight of Peter Quilly. I was very much looking forward to that fight. So let's see how everything gonna go. The first one, Brian Moore versus Jornal Lugo. Brian Moore 14-8-0, Jornal Lugo 7-0-0. 5-9 for Brian Moore, bantamweight bout, 5'5" for Jornal Lugo, and Moore is very much heavier. I mean, heavier and longer guy on the photos, but it's not like, I mean, that's how it looks like on the photos, but when you take a look, you will see that actually his opponent is a bit stronger. He fights out of SBG gym. This guy lost to Nikita Mikhailov, defeated Jordan Vinsky, Simon Dana, Son Lebin. He lost to AJ McKee Jr., Noah Dlachat, and also defeated by Daniel Weichel, but he defeated Michal Qureshi, Georgia Belsanti, Son Lebin. The point is, this guy is looking to prove something. He's a great gatekeeper, and he's looking to prove something against Jordan Lugo. 7-0 for Lugo, BJJ fighter. He defeated Kaz Bell, he defeated Shyler Soto, and he choked out Kate Lee. Is it going to be hard to choke out Brian Moore? Oh, yeah, it will. AJ McKee and Daniel Weichel were able to do it, but it's gonna be very, very hard. I've seen that Lugo is a very skillful BJJ fighter, but he knows to strike too. I see him as a pretty much a decent all-rounder. Lugo is, according to me, a very, very heavy favorite for this fight, which doesn't mean I'm sure he's gonna win, as Moore is fighting in front of his home fans, which is going to give him wings for sure. And Moore versus Lugo. Fight goes the distance. He is minus 175. That's okay. I think minus 175. I'm gonna check the odd right now. Minus 175. Yes. Here, I'd like to say Lugo decision. If you fish for plus value, I think Lugo decision gonna bring the plus value. No, fuck! Minus 110. Fuck it, man. No plus value. Then I can't give you plus value on this one. Any other odd is like too risky for me. I mean, for me, according to my mind. Again, I'm not saying I'm right, but it's just a bit too risky for me. At this moment, this would be too risky for me. I don't see this match. I don't see this match happening that way. I simply see it happening other way around, and I don't know, man. Kasan Magomed Sharipov 6-0-0, 5'10". This is a featherweight bout, fighting out of Russia against Jose Sanchez 10-1-0, 5'8". Also fighting out of Spain, I'm pretty much in this fight confident that Kassan gonna win. Like one of my most confident picks on the card. I think Kassan wins pretty much easily. Pretty much is not saying like easily, but very, very like even Magomed Sharipov inside the distance is small odd. Kassan, Magomed Sharipov to win. -1250. Kassan inside the distance is -250. Not gonna get a plus value here, that's a problem. Let's say Kassan to win round 2. I'd like that. Maybe that is going to unlock plus value. I think those odds are gonna be free later. For now, there are only 7 options, and I think this is one of the greatest mismatches on the card. I think Kassan is way more dominant in majority, more aspects of fighting from what I've seen among these two guys than Ciaran Clark versus Abu Tunkara. Ciaran Clark 400, 5'7", fighting out of Ireland. Abu Tunkara 720, 5'9", fighting out of France. Now I'm trying to check how is this one going to work among these two guys, but there's something that actually confuses me in this fight. I mean, one thing that confuses me is why Tunkara is such a heavy underdog. Now I'm gonna check why they don't believe. Yeah, he was. I know. Yeah, that's it. I know that he has one brave victory. I remember that pretty much well. He grounded and pounded that guy. I knew I've seen him somewhere. Ciaran Clark. Who was this guy fighting? Drogheda Island SBG. Jordan Barton victory. Jean Adoye victory. Jamie Folding victory. George Courtney victory. Good cardio. Yeah, probably because of cardio. As this guy has never been finished, Abu Tunkara, but yeah, probably because of cardio and because of good ground game. I mean, yeah, Ciaran Clark never guessed. I assume that's one of the reasons why they believe he is not going to guess in this round. So I think it is. Let me check 1 second. It should be tomorrow, I think. If it's tomorrow, then my local TV is going to air. Just 1 second, please. Bellator. I'm checking. It says tomorrow. Just doesn't says which time, but it says it's tomorrow. Ciaran Clark. Yeah, it says it's tomorrow. I just don't see which time. They didn't write when is the main card kicking off. Just wrote when is the whole event starting. So, in general, I have to say in this one, I mean, logical choice is Clark to win. Clark to win. I'm gonna add it then. You know, if it's on Friday, 10 p.m. UK time, that's 11 p.m. That's okay. That's fair time for me. I mean, I can enjoy that. And then I'm gonna follow the veins. Then I'm gonna go with last minute picks predictions, rest a bit, and then go with Bellator. That's okay. Pretty much okay. That's awesome. So 10 p.m. UK time. That's 11 p.m. mine. Thank you, man. Clark to win -450. I'd risk with Clark inside the distance. I'm pretty confident with Mousasi winning. Me too. I also haven't reached that match yet, but I'm also confident in Mousasi to win. Let me see Clark inside the distance. +110. Fair odd for me. Clark to win inside the distance. Sinead Kavanagh versus Leah McCourt. I'll be honest with you guys, I've never been a fan of Leah McCourt, but she's fighting well and she has good record. 510 for Leah McCourt, Sinead Kavanagh 750. Ireland versus Northern Ireland, 5'5" versus 5'7". Kavanagh was losing to For example, she lost to Chris Cyborg, which is she is a beast. She was losing to Chris Cyborg, Leslie Smith, Janai Harding, Arlene Blanco, Jonas Razafierson. She only got stopped by Chris Cyborg, defeated Katarina Lehner, Olga Rubin, Maria Kazanova, and she's a vet. She's a vet. Also outworked Elena Kalyanidou. Lea McCourt 610. I think they're protecting Lea McCourt too much. I think she hasn't really been put into the fire. McCourt gonna have 4-inch reach advantage, but look at her victories. Jessica Borga, Janai Harding, Judith Ruish, Carrie Hughes, Hatis Oskurt, Hatis Ozikurt. Just think they're protecting her too much. And that fight, Sinead Kavanagh against Janai Harding, it was stopped because of a cut, not because of a brutal domination. McCourt gonna win. Fun fact, McCourt is the #1 girl who beat Manon Fiorot. Yes, I know. That surprises me even more. She destroyed Manon Fiorot. I don't even know how. Maybe Manon Fiorot was in a period that day. Maybe she wasn't having a good day in the office, how it happens with women. I was watching that fight and I think she was wearing longer shorts, so there is a possibility, you never know. I don't know, Manon Fiorot is now one of the best fighters. One of the best female fighters in that division. That's surprising. Yeah, that's surprising. That win over Manon Fiorot, that split decision victory. One of the most surprising losses I've ever seen in my life. Didn't expect that, didn't see that coming. McCourt is extremely good on the ground, that's true. Sinead Kavanagh, not easy to submit. Let me see the odds. I assume McCourt is the underdog. Then I think I'm gonna take. Then I think I'm gonna hoop on your ship, Jamie. McCourt to win for +120. She is an underdog. Only because she is an under. Let me see McCourt versus Kavanagh fight goes the distance. I didn't know she is the underdog. I was thinking she's gonna be a super massive favorite. Take a look, please. Fight goes to decision, -162. I knew it. That's also one I like. Well, she's underdog. If she's underdog, I like that odd. I don't see Lea McCourt finishing via stoppage though, but Kavanagh can take a beating, so let me see Lea McCourt decision. Man, but she's an underdog already. Like, picking Lea to win is already a plus value, so I believe there is no need for this, but if somebody wants to risk that much, McCourt decision. Yes, she's an underdog. Check. No, I'm dead serious. I'm not joking. Check it out. She is an underdog, man. I think I like this match actually. Not actually. I actually really like that one because she is an underdog. That's it's awesome value. I mean, let's be honest. I think she wins comfortably. Honestly, I think she has very good chances to win, and that line might change soon. So, plus value, very good plus value. I'm not a fan of her, but if she's underdog, don't miss that. Don't miss that opportunity, absolutely. I mean, +120 to win. And the girl who defeated Manon Fiorot. Sinead Kavanagh was losing to beasts, but I don't see Lea McCourt knocking her out again. Then let's go to the main card. The main card is going to be between Austin Vanderford and Jagar Mousasi. There's no need to talk about Jagar Mousasi. Everybody in this chat are die-hard MMA experts, so I know you know a lot about it. And many people are unsure whether this goes the distance or not. But I think Mousasi is more well-rounded fighter. Vanderford is more of a wrestler, and I believe he's going to spam takedowns, takedown offense, aggressiveness. Can Mousasi finish him? Well, I think he can. But is he gonna do it? I don't know. With Mousasi, you never know. Mousasi usually fights to win, so he doesn't go for the finish unless it's necessary. And Mousasi to win, -240. That's okay. Let me say Mousasi inside the distance. How much is Mousasi inside the distance? +110. Mousasi KO, TKO, +130. I like that. But there is another tricky odd. Look at the limit. Over 4.5, under 4.5. Under 4.5 for -138. If we're going to talk over under. Now, let me see exact methods. You would say Jamie 4th round stoppage. Okay, let me see how much is that odd. Mousasi wins in round 4. Wait, I'm looking for that odd. Mousasi wins in round 4. +1200. That's fair. That's very, very much fair odd from what you can get. I think that's a very, very decent odd, and I like that odd. Mousasi to win. I also like that. I think Mousasi gonna stop Vanderford, and now I'm gonna give you some, let's say, safe expectations that you see. Okay, I'm gonna tell you now some expectations. That's awesome value. So, 3 leg. Kasan Magomed Sharipov, Brett Jones, and Vladimir Tokov. That's like 3 leg, which I would like to put. That's a good 3 leg, according to my mind. 4 leg, Ed Mousasi to win. That's about. Now, round robin. We need 3 for a round robin, 3 plus values. Okay, now I'm gonna check it out. Makor to win is plus. Round robin. Makor, Taliri. Makor to win +120. Liri to win +130. And Mousasi to win KO, TKO +130. That's a good round robin. But yeah, I completely forgot Brett Jones is on the card, the Welshman. Yeah, but guess what? He's not on the main card. Guess what? The guy is not on the main card. Which kind of sucks. Which is kind of total disrespect towards him. Can you believe that the guy is not on the main card? I mean, does it make sense to you? The guy is a UFC vet and they didn't put him in the main card. Does it even make sense to you? To me, it makes no sense. It's very much insulting towards the guy. They didn't even put him in the main card. It's very insulting. It's pretty much insulting, man. I mean, why did they do this to the poor guy? Like, the former UFC name, you don't wanna... I don't know, man. Because they favor guys they shouldn't favor. You know who's fighting on the main card? Now, just look at this. Just look at who's fighting on the main card. Ciaran Clark, 400. Sinead Kavanagh, 750. Leon McCourt, 510. Kassan Magomed Sharipov, 600. Jose Sanchez, 1010. Brian Moore, 1480. Jornel Hugo, 700. Okay, Mousasi, Vanderford, okay, they are popular. But now look at the prelims. Look at the worst possible thing on the prelims. Brad Jones, 1730. Kershet Kakorov, 700. Lee Hammond, Jamie Hay. Charlie Leary, David Gallen. I mean, come on. The guy is not on the main card. Why, man? I just have a question. Why didn't you put the guy on the main card? It makes no sense. Got a UFC vet. That would be the same, like, for example, putting, let's say Jagar Mousasi out of the main card because Brad Jones 17-3-0 and 2 wins, 2 losses in UFC. Does it make sense to me? No, to me it doesn't. I don't know for the fans, but to me it's a total failure. It's one of the worst mistakes matchmakers could have made. I don't know why they made such a huge mistake. Like, it seems I have a problem understanding matchmakers. Definitely, I don't get why they do such things. It's senseless. It makes no sense, man. All those things. Why are they doing this? This is total insanity, man. He didn't put the guy on the card, and he deserved to. He deserved to be on the card. Like in prelims, I think actually matchmaking is very odd. Yeah, there are so many mismatches on this card, but many people are going to think that Hammond is a heavy favorite, minus 1,000. But honestly, I would stay away from that fight. Hammond versus Hay, I would honestly stay away from that fight. I have some very bad feeling about that fight, so I would stay away. Also, I got risky round robin. This is McCourt to win, plus 120. Leary to win, plus 130. And Pedersen to win, plus 230. That's risky round robin, so, or like very risky round robin. McCourt to win, plus 120. Leary to win, plus 130. Then Mousasi KO TKO. No, Mousasi inside the distance, plus 110. And Pedersen to win, plus 230. That's a risky round robin. You can call one very, very risky, so. But I'm still trying to come up with good ideas here. Just trying to take a look. How much could it go? I'm just recalculating something. I'm still here, but I'm calculating something. So hold on, please. Yeah, singles, 2-pick round robin, 3-pick round robin. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you should always go with at least plus, with at least one plus. Yeah, with plus values, like. Well, these are round robins that I don't see better round robins on this card. I'm thinking, but no, I don't see better round robins on this card. No, this is not the greatest value you're gonna get, but this is not the greatest value you're gonna get, but that's the way it goes, right? That's what I already pointed out here. So I'm still trying to no, pretty much more sure around these ones. No, I'm kind of irritated because even sometimes when you pick a fighter and method, you're still not getting plus values. So yeah, you're not gonna get a plus value, which kind of irritates a bit. But the safest way is to go like Brad Jones, Vladimir Tokov, and Kasim Magomed should be the safest way to go. Or if I have to pick two safest are Tokov and probably Jones. The guy is not even in the main card, which is disappointing. Very much disappointing because they didn't choose to put a guy in the main card. This is very, very much disappointing. I don't understand this matchmaking. This makes no sense to me. And very, very, very shitty matchmaking. Not shitty, terrible matchmaking. Still trying to calculate something. I'm calculating something on my calculator here with +2 +1 to 0. Does Rongzhu improve? What's his upside? Well, I think Ignacio Bahamondes versus Rongzhu might actually be a very much competitive fight. He's got better punches than Bahamondes. Bahamondes has better kicks and better movement, but it can actually be a very competitive fight. I think this could be the reprise of Bahamondes' first fight in the UFC, which he lost via controversial decision. Like, I think Bahamondes versus Jean Gru safest option to go is fight starts round 3. Like, Bahamondes is too heavy favorite according to my mind. When Zhu Rong is the underdog, he's not fighting bad at all. He's got 2 matches in the UFC, 1 win, 1 loss. Not doing bad, I mean. And not doing bad at all. Just have to check a calculator. Just to see something. I'm calculating something, so let me see. 10 times 2.22 times 2.30. 51 for the first round robin. 21 years old, fighting on the other side of the world. I gave him a pass for his loss. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely agree with you. So, let me see. 10 times 222 times 210, 4662. And let me see. 10 times 333 times 210. These round robins are not bad odds at all. Yeah, not bad odds at all. Even if one round robin passes, then it might be good for a majority of the people. Like, at least you're not gonna be in a minus. Round robins are usually, as they say in the betting dictionary, they're usually bad odds that have bad odds and bad plays that have good chances of winning. So yeah, if you like to If you like to risk a bit more, well, round robin is a good way to go. For example, there's a Trixie and a Peyton and a Patent. Like Trixie is a 3-2 team parlays and 1-3 team parlay, but a Patent is the same as Trixie, but you also get 3 bets in single wagers. So 3-2 team parlays, 1-3 team parlay, and 4 single wagers like Yankee, Canadian, Heinz, Super Heinz. But this is just too much for me. Like Canadian is 26 different parlays, like 10 2-teamers, 10 3-teamers, 5 4-teamers, 1 5-teamer. 6 teams, 57 parlay options. They're just too much for me. I don't like to go with more than 4. I really don't like to go with more than 4. Like, if you put $5, then the profit is like maybe 15, 20. That's not a bad way to go. I mean, pretty much not a bad way to go. Any other bets to me on this card wouldn't make much sense. I'm still thinking, but what other odds would make sense? Okay, I'm still gonna put it into the calculator. Where is this calculator? Minus Toko minus 400, 120. And Brad Jones 240. Yeah, double it up, nearly double it up for $10. Profit around $9 for this if you want to play safe. I mean safe, if you can call it safe. 1 second, please. Okay, guys, here I am. I'm back. Try to recalculate all the possible options around, and I came to a conclusion that these are potentially the best options one might get on this card. I have a strong faith and belief that round robins are actually, I could say, fair choices. Yeah, I could say fair choices here. I do believe these round robins could be a more for risk here. Like even the safest parlay for $10, profit is going to be $9, because these are the odds I'm expecting to happen. I'm pretty much excited for the bout between Jagar Mousasi and Austin Vanderford, because I'm actually not a big fan of Austin Vanderford. He is too much one-dimensional fighter. Good grappling, good wrestling, but on the other side, Vanderford is definitely not a guy who can stand and bang with everybody. He will constantly try to grapple, to drag the fight to the ground, and to go for BJJ, which according to my mind is a bit useless against a guy like Mousasi. Mousasi will not let him stay on his end and do that so easily. That is not an option against a guy like Mousasi. A guy like Mousasi will try to counter that very well. Also, with Mousasi, if you've noticed, the guy comes from judo, and it's extremely hard to lock double underhooks. It's hard to control him against the fence, as he knows to put both underhooks in the style of Sean Strickland. And Sean Strickland, to me, is a guy with one of the best takedown defenses. Mousasi's takedown defense is on a whole new level. His experience definitely rocks, and people might consider that his age might be a problem, but I don't see it that way. I don't consider his age a problem. I consider his age an advantage. I even consider his age is going to be an advantage because of a huge level of experience. And when you offer a good level of experience, it means that you are ready to march forward. It means that you are ready to take part in a very, very dangerous battle. And Mousasi fought with some of the best names here. Now, if Vanderford takes the belt, that's maybe going to be good for the promotion, like in the style of, he's very popular on social media. He's with Paige Van Zandt. And look at this, he's going to bring more popularity, but I don't know. If the fight goes the distance, I'm actually worried that judges might give it to Vanderford. I wouldn't like to see that happening. No, I wouldn't like to see that happening because I'm also a dream catcher. I mean, I'm jumping on Dreamcatcher's bandwagon for a long period of time. I'm on that hype train, man. That guy, he skyrocketed the popularity of Netherlands, and his fighting style. Those guys like him, they they don't they are not born too often. He kind of reminds me a bit of Alistair Overeem, according to his achievements, his results, and great performances he has achieved inside the octagon. So I'm pretty much having a good expectation and belief on his end, and I do hope he is finally going to hand Austin Vanderford his first loss. As I'm sick of his talk with like, oh, Paige Van Zandt, Austin Vanderford, oh, the two of them, cookies, sweeties, kiddies. Well, okay, guys, you're together, but this is war. This is fight. This is like you have to forget everything when you get into the fight. You know what Yoel Romero said? Estoy un trabajo, no estoy la guerra. This is job. This is not a war. Just like you go to the job every single day, they go to their training session and showcase their skills, improve their skills. Everybody is trying to become better. Everybody is trying to work on his improvements and skills. So when it comes to these guys, I believe we are going to see a very, very competitive fight. But I see Jagar Musashi win, so that would be my final call for that fight. I'm already live for more than an hour, so that would be it for today. Need to take a rest. Need to, because of those meds, I'm already getting sleepy. So that would be it for today. Tomorrow morning I might get back with some picks predictions, and of course I need to. Thank you, Healer. Watched your interview with Jasmine Jazadevich. Yeah, Jasmine is great girl. We talked about cats too. She's awesome, just awesome. I'm just moving, just now moving to sleep. So you can scroll the chat, see what are the best odds, expectations. I wrote everything. even round robins, even the safest ones for me, Jones, Kasan Sharipov to win, and of course Tokov. So have a great day, everyone. Goodbye, and catch you later, guys. Catch you tomorrow for the win.